welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm Tarot Oracle and I do the readings.
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle Show.
I dropped a tarot deck. So, oh man. So I got to reorganize it later. Tonight, we have a couple of brand new decks. We have the Feline Rider Tarot. We got the Anime Tarot, which you can choose. Or we have another tarot deck that I don't know where I put it. So, yeah, we have a lot of different tarot decks. If you want the new ones, let me know. And we will get the new ones and put it on. Oh, we got the Little Avatar Tarot. Little Avatar Tarot is from Push Kitty Amy. And we got all the good decks tonight. Julie, thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Your donation. YouTube user, Sarah. And YouTube user a couple more times. Thank you for being here. Maruta, welcome. We got Andrew. And who else we got? We got Lover. We got Tracy, Maz, and everybody else. What is going on? It is the Tarot Oracle Show. Let's get started, shall we? YouTube users got a bunch of donations already. What is the Sag up to? We have no comment. Oh, Sia Sag. Okay. What is the Sia Sag up to? No communications. We don't know what's going on, and we got to figure it out. What is Sia up to? Let's go to the Tarot Tower. Let's go ahead and warm up all of these fancy new decks we have. Now, tonight, I have the Little Avatar Tarot deck right here. This is from Push Kitty Amy, and I gotta admit, I'm pretty excited about using it. I want to see how it reads, because that's what we do on the channel. We don't just unbox it. We actually go and read with it live and see if it's any good. If it's not any good, well, then we don't use it anymore. But yeah, the Little Avatar Tarot, this is from Push Kitty Amy, and it is amazing. I do not think this is ready to be released yet. So we do have a prototype version of that. So when that does get released, we'll back the Kickstarter, and then we'll give it away someday in the future. We'll give it away, but for now, let's see what's going on. We got 8 of Earth, Queen of Earth, and the 4 of Fire. So a little 4 of Wands going on here. The Sia, the Sag, no communication. I mean, I think they're just doing their own thing at this point. They seem to be very independent-minded. This is something. Joy and Lover, thank you for your donations. Crystal, welcome back. It is so good to see you. How are you doing tonight? Thank you for your donation. But yeah, that 4, they're just hunting for some level of stability. They're hunting for something that's going to make them happy, that's going to be there, that's going to kind of be something that they can look forward to, a level of stability, a level of predictability. They're really sort of liking where they are and what they're doing. Trina, how are you doing tonight? 8 of Earth, I'm just kind of working on my own thing, going my own way, making everything happen as it goes. Modern Goldilocks, you're welcome. Be random with me, you're welcome as well. Queen of Earth, again, looking for stability. I do think that they are coming out of a little bit of a challenging circumstance where things just haven't been going the way that they need to. But yeah, I think that's going to be something that they sort of deal with overall. 4 of Fire basically says they're at home. They feel like they're good. Everything is pretty decent so far. So, I mean, overall, they just seem to be happy, working on their own thing, doing their own kind of thing like that. But yeah, anyway, I think that they're overall doing it fairly well. T.O., you sound congested. Yeah, I got a summer cold. I'm not sure what's going on. I do not have the COVID. Fear not. Fear not, my friends. I actually took a picture. Hang on. Actually, everybody's like, oh my God, you sound congested. Well, I don't have COVID. Hang on. So let me see. See, there you go. All right, here's the COVID test. All right, let me reduce the thing. So I took the COVID test. I do not have COVID. I just got a little bit of a summer cold. So I'm not pregnant. I'm not pregnant. You can see on there. Only one line. That is not a pregnancy. But yeah, anyway. Everybody's messaging me. You sound sick. I mean, you know, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Anyway, YouTube user has a couple of readings. Let's go to YouTube user one more time. Uno Moss, and then we will come back to Sarah. Sarah, thank you very much for your donations tonight. I appreciate that. Interview on Monday. Will Owen hire me for this 3-month project? All the 3 months has been looking good. Every time you have gotten a reading on this, it is solid. Now, we already burned through the Eight of Pentacles, so fear not. That may not be here. The Star, again, every time you get this opportunity, every time you get a reading on this particular thing, it just looks like you get the Star. You get an Eight of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. You get something. It seems that you're at home. You're having a good time with that. Joy, thank you for your other donation. Seven of Water says, again, we've talked about this before. You look like you get in there and it just opens up doors. And I think that's the thing, because that's what you want to hear. You don't want a dead end 3-month project. I mean, you spend a lot of time worried about this, right? Worried about this, prepping, doing all this stuff, getting oriented with it. At the end of the 3-month, it opens a lot of doors. Seven of Water, you get a selection of things to get done with that. The Tower and the Star. Again, the Star for this is something that you're destined to do. You always get good readings for this. Every time you get good readings on that. So just relax, go in the interview confident the way that you should be. And I think that you will be all right. You are all right. By the way, this is a little avatar tarot from Push Kitty Amy. It is not available yet, but it will be available soon. And y'all can get your hands on it, because everybody's asking me. They're like, yo, when can I get my hands on that deck? I'm like, well, yeah, it's not out yet. Anyway, Gregory Scott, you want? Gregory Scott, you will get. We try to make Sarah happy over here. Now, Sarah does not want the Cosmo Tarot. If you missed my review of the Cosmo Tarot, that's quite possibly the worst deck I've ever seen. That is absolutely miserable tarot deck. I'm actually quite startled at how bad the Cosmo Tarot is. Now, I did not buy the Cosmo Tarot. Huge thank to Linda, who sent that to me for the purpose of me making fun of it. So, I mean, that's it. Julie, I love to use the Anime Tarot for your reading. You are quite welcome indeed. Ling, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. All right. A little bit of this. While project supervisor decide to leave work, I mean, intuitively, I just said no. I just feel no. I just feel like this is not something that they're going to kind of be in. I mean, you see this, right? The Two of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. They're not going to leave work. I mean, they're stuck in there like a tick. They're stuck on that dog like a tick. You got the Two of Cups. They found what they kind of like. Now, I'm not going to say that they're happy, because actually I think that they're quite challenged in that job. They've been hitting all sorts of walls. It's like they can't get anything done properly. They're just hitting a wall. They can't just get stuff as well as they would hope to do. And it just feels like that they're not optimized the way that they should be. Queen of Pentacles, though, feels like, hey, it's steady, it's predictable, and that's kind of where I want to be, right? Two of Cups is something that's okay. Two of Cups is not the lovers. This is not their soulmate opportunity. I'm just saying. I am just saying. This is something that's just like casual. They like it. They like how they're doing. They like what's happening. And it's sort of a nice work-life balance for them as well. Overall, the Page of Swords just says, the project supervisor is challenged because it seems like they're either inexperienced or they're just getting a hard time out of everybody. But, you know, they're just basically just unhappy a lot. And that's the way it goes sometimes, right? That's the way it goes sometimes. So that is how it is. Jasmine, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate that. Marilee 15. Marilee 15, welcome. Good to see you. Julie is here. Julie wants a little anime action. That's what I'm talking about. Julie knows high-class tarot decks, beautiful tarot decks when Julie sees a beautiful tarot deck. And that's what I'm talking about. Julie knows. Julie knows. Jasmine, you said love reading, and then you said career. Which one would you like? You got a while before I get to you, so feel free to choose. Let me know. I keep track of all chat. So, oh, you want love and career. I got you. We're good. All right, Julie, what's on M's mind regarding me today? He's on a work trip. We're in daily communication. Now, that is fantastic that everything worked out on that communication, because you kind of had it a little bit iffy. I mean, it was a little bit up in the air for a minute, Julie, is what I'm saying. A little bit up in the air for that communication. But I'm glad that is good indeed. You got the Two of Swords. Man, I'm just saying that they miss you. They miss you. This is somebody who's sort of learning to appreciate you day by day. They really have a lot of things that they like about you. They really kind of appreciate you being around. And just you being there just makes their life a little bit better. You got the hermit. They feel alone. They're not around anywhere. They're on the work trip, and they just feel like that they're isolated a little bit, right? I mean, they're isolated a little bit. The devil with the high priestess. I mean, you got tons of majors. Overall, the high priestess says this is a growth opportunity for them. It takes a while for you both to grow together. It takes a while for things to sort of go the way you want to. You do have a big separation from this, and they're kind of feeling it, right? They do understand that this is a big separation, and they're kind of like, well, my feelings are growing. It's getting a little bit more and a little bit more, and now they're not around. The hermit, I feel kind of alone. Work trips are hard. Work trips are hard. There's actually a comedian that harasses the audience. They're like a street performer, so they have to have a gig. They have to have a bunch of funny things they say. Anyway, one of the things they say is that your wife, sir, or you are on a business trip? So I mean, business trips are kind of known. All right, bad joke. But no, but I'm saying they're feeling it. They're feeling it. Because work trips do make you feel alone, even if you are married, even if you are sort of somebody that has, somebody waiting at home, you talk daily. If work trips feel like you're by yourself, it's really weird. And I think they're feeling that, right? That hermit. Because you're in this unfamiliar territory, these weird hotels, you're eating food you really don't like. You're working with new people you don't like. It just feels like, man, I could really use some stability. I could really use something that brings me home. And I think that you are what brings them home. And that is good indeed. All right. Org changes. Where does current job safe until December? Well, let's see if you are going to be safe. Let's use another new deck. This is the Feline Rider. Look at the backs on this. The backs on this is amazing. It is amazing. I get so excited about tarot decks. Somebody wrote me in the comments. They're like, dude, you get way too excited about tarot decks. I'm like, yeah. I mean, yeah, I do get excited about tarot decks. I mean, so I own a tarot channel. It's a tarot channel. It's not an art channel. It's a tarot channel. I like tarot. So yeah, I mean, I do get quite exhilarated with a good tarot deck. Like I'll get kind of emotional on some of these things. I'm just saying. Would you rather have somebody unbox it and go, all right, here's the King of Swords. All right, here's the Queen of Pentacles. Or would you rather somebody get like all freaked out and excited about it? Because that's what I do. I get freaked out and excited about stuff because if it looks good, I like it. So, I mean, I think you'd much rather have somebody that's enthusiastic about their tarot. I'm just saying. Just in general life experience has taught me. But anyway, yeah, Oregon changes the current job. Are we safe until December? Knight of Cups. Ooh, man. There are some things happening with that. I think you're going to start feeling it really, really about November. It feels like about November, they got to wrap up some stuff, right? The usual Christmas layoffs thing where you have basically ran out of money. We're reaching the end of the year. We don't really have any more money. And what's the best way to save money for a company? Layoffs, because people are expensive. That's the way it goes. So there is some talk about layoffs. I'll be honest with you. You do see some people start leaving probably like October into November. You'll see some people leaving. Knight of Wands says you are kind of concerned during this process, but I don't really see anything that forces you out. You do have a Knight of Cups, which is traditionally Mr. Romance, but it is a good card overall. It says that I think that your position is better off because of your experiences, because you're sort of looking, because of the opportunities that you've had and you currently have. And overall, I think that you're doing okay. You're doing okay. So I don't really think it's anything dramatic or drastic or anything like that. We got a meeting with the manager. Oh, Jesus. Next Tuesday. What does he want to talk about? He wants to talk about the Gregory Scott Tarot, maybe? Maybe? No, I doubt that. But maybe he wants to talk about the Gregory Scott Tarot. I would, if I wanted to have a managerial meeting with you, I would talk about the Gregory Scott Tarot. Lonnie, I thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Welcome. How are you doing? How are you doing? Lover, can you use a shiny deck? What is a shiny deck? A shiny deck. I have no idea. You mean like physically shiny, reflective with high gloss? Or you're looking for something else? I mean, I don't know. We got the Golden Art Nouveau is probably my shiniest deck. Is shiniest a word? My most shiny? I don't know. I'm gonna use that one. That's a kind of a shiny deck. Do you just want like a really pretty deck, or do you want something dramatic, or you want something, I don't know, like physically shiny with high gloss? I mean, we can probably do any of those. You don't want the Cthulhu deck. I can probably see that. The Key Tarot actually wouldn't be too bad for a shiny deck. Anyway, so let's go physically shiny. All right, well, we can do that. So you're looking at a Six of Swords here, Justice, Nine of Pentacles, and a Two of Cups. Man, Manager Tuesday. What does he want to talk about? I think it's just something that I think you're having org changes. I mean, just physically org coming in, sort of talking about org changes or something like that, right? It feels like things are altering a little bit. Things are moving around. Justice. Could somebody be getting laid off? I mean, maybe we have some layoffs. Maybe layoffs already started. I don't know. I don't know about where we're recession or not, but I don't know the Justice card. Like something's happening with another employee, or there's some things that you need to know about that needs to be done in a private room kind of thing. Six of Swords. I mean, this is really looking like somebody's leaving. This is really, really, really looking like somebody's leaving. Ling, I thank you for your donation. But yeah, the Six of Swords, you have an exit, you have a termination, a little bit of a Justice card, something balancing out, something kind of going on here. Nine of Pentacles, it doesn't look too bad. Two of Cups, they have another opportunity. Either somebody new is coming in, or your role is changing, or somebody's leaving. It could be a role changing. Okay, the whole thing is confusing. I'm going to say right now, right? The whole thing is confusing. Lonnie, I thank you for your very generous donation. I appreciate that. Looks like somebody's leaving. Looks like somebody's making some bank, and looks like somebody's pretty happy with how things are going. Overall, it's a trip. It is a journey. It is a trip. So, yeah, it starts on Monday. Oh, Jesus. I don't see you being let go. I mean, some people could say the Justice card, but okay, I'm going to argue this point. If you're going to tell me that the Justice card is Sarah getting laid off, then why the hell is the Nine of Pentacles there? Like, what does this even mean? That doesn't make any sense. That's like somebody coming up to you, right? And asking you out on a date, and then they walk off before you answer the question. It's like, what the hell? It's like, it doesn't make any sense. Nine of Pentacles. Why's the Nine of Pentacles here? It's a very King of Pentacles type of pose. They look happy. They look content. Two of Cups. It looks like this is an opportunity. Something's going on. Maybe somebody's leaving and you get the shot. Maybe somebody is leaving and it's going to affect your group or something. Something's going on in that realm. Something's going on in that realm. I mean, okay, if you had a Tower card or a Death card to the Nine of Pentacles, you could sell it to me. You could sell it to me. I mean, I'd buy it. I'd be like, oh, yeah, the Justice card, you got a body on, let the bodies hit the floor, and then you got a Tower card, and then you got a two. Okay, yeah, you're getting laid off. But that one card throws the whole deal off, is what I'm saying. Throws the whole deal off, but that's just me. All right. By the way, I do sound congested, by the way, in case you want. Julia, thank you for your donation over PayPal. Greatly appreciate you. And by the way, I'm not pregnant, in case you wonder if I have the COVID. I'm not pregnant. Here's my test. I'm not pregnant. So you can be pretty content and happy, you know. I got a little summer cold. That's the way it goes. The way it is, a little bit of Advil, and I am golden. I am rocking and rolling. Okay, Joy is next. Lover, one of the shiny deck. How's everything going for David the Leo? Is he fine? Well, I mean, you got to tell me. Is he fine? I mean, I'm just asking. Entertainment purposes only, but I'm just asking. If we're going to see if somebody's fine, the Kawaii Tarot is the one. The Kawaii Tarot. It's the one. It is the one. Joy needs us right now. Going for David the Leo. We need to find out. This is a kind of a Leo deck. It's very sort of presentational. It looks pretty good. It's got like a good time associated with that. Get the knight and the queen and oh Jesus. This is somebody who is just making the grade right now. They are having just a good time. Everything is going well. Everything is going on target. It seems that their life is just on point right now, right? That's what I'm saying. YouTube user, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Christina's doing great. Christina is fully healed. We would like another little tarot oracle running around. Well, I'm not pregnant. I'm not COVID pregnant. So, all right. But I don't know. I don't want to deliver that. I only have one way I could deliver a baby, and I don't want to do that. Sounds really bad for me. That's not something I would endure. Okay. I'm just saying. Knight of Coins and the Queen of Coins basically says everything's just rocking and rolling for them. They really feel like things are going their way. Things are going the direction that they like. Eight of Coins, it feels like they're sort of recovering from a little bit, but the recovery is going so well that they really like it. Are they fine? A little bit of a recovery going on. They're working at it, but things are going just super smooth, right? Things are going super smooth. So that's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. I do have a child, by the way, but they are zero interest in tarot decks. And I mean zero interest in tarot decks, but that's the way it is. Should I be Aquarius. What should I be placing my focus on? Give me shiny. Give me more shiny. Nothing is more shiny. Look at the reflectiveness on this. Nothing is more shiny than this deck right here. Look at that reflective action, my friends. Look, that is shiny, happy people right there. Shiny, happy people is what I'm talking about. So yeah, J Mad, welcome. Good to see you. Christina, does Christina come on any of your video streams? Normally she does listen, yes, unless she's working late. She does listen, but she'll rarely come and physically be here. I don't know what the deal is with that, but she doesn't like to physically be here. We don't read all upside down. Oh, we didn't read upside down. How the hell? Okay. I think we had one that was right side up. We got to wing it. Where's me placing my focus on right now? Developing knowledge. This is your time to pick up knowledge. This is your time to get some stuff done. Just very, very book learning, video learning, very focused on sort of where you want to be. This is a time to prep because I think there's other stuff happening with that. Julie, I thank you for your other donation, but I really think that there's something coming that's going to change and rock your world a little bit in a few months. So taking the time now to learn, to pick up some skills, to get things in there, to focus on preparation, right? So maybe if you're at work, getting a quick class in, maybe work will subsidize your class fees, maybe getting some videos out there, doing some practice with some stuff, sort of just expanding your skill set, expanding your knowledge, and getting stuff done. Overall, you spend a lot of time worrying rather than doing. This is a doing kind of read. You definitely don't want to be concerned with stuff, planning stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people are like, hey, I'm not good at art, or I'm not good at racquetball, or I don't know, whatever. And so they just say they're not good at it and they close the door rather than picking up a brush or picking up a racquetball, picking up a tennis racket, whatever it is, and going out there and doing things. So don't be concerned. More doing, less thinking is basically sort of where you are looking at right there. And that is a shiny deck indeed. So hopefully we made Lover happy indeed. What's next in love for me? Crystal needs some good loving right now. Crystal needs something new, something exciting, something exhilarating. Let's look at what's next for love indeed. All right, let's pick up the shiny deck and let's go with, I guess, pretty much our standard deck. pretty much your standard deck in here, which is this one's a little bit of a modern love, right? The little bit of a modern love, So yeah, do you think it'd be wise to get a rating on what's going to rock my world? I mean, you got some changes coming, basically. I don't know. I just saw changes coming. So, I mean, there you go. Anyway, what's next in love? What kind of opportunities? What kind of things can we get? And like you talked about last time, you're ready for a change. We've had a couple of good readings on you. Crystal gets some pretty good readings on the channel. She doesn't get like, the Tower, followed by the Death card, followed by the Devil, followed by the Ten of Swords, followed by the Five of Pentacles. That's not really a traditional crystal reading up in here. Now watch me get it now just because I said that, but I'm just saying, Crystal gets some pretty good reads with this. Four of Pentacles, interesting indeed. Little Hermit, Five of Cups, and the Star. J Mad, I thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Man, basically your next love is a hot mess. I think that's what you're looking at. Your next love is a hot mess, right? You have the Hermit. I think you have an opportunity, somebody that's interesting, somebody that would be fun. They definitely have some action adventure type. It feels almost like an Aries or maybe a little bit of an on edge Gemini kind of thing. You do have a Hermit card. Well, this person is not exactly fine-tuned to love. They're not exactly fine-tuned to dating. I think it's you like that. I think that sort of grows on you. It's sort of kind of a little bit romantic. It's kind of fun. It's something that you enjoy just because it's a little bit different. Four of Pentacles is ultimately you really wouldn't choose this individual in the first place. Again, you have a lot of pent up energy, man. Maybe a little bit of a Gemini, maybe some Aries action, but it just feels like that they've been alone a little too long, maybe, or something. They're just a hot mess. They're used to quick hookups. They're used to sort of, playing. They're used to doing their own thing. Five of Cups just says, their level of disappointment and love is sort of there. But they're very, very attractive for some reason. Maybe not physically attractive 100%. Maybe it's not Brad Pitt. But I mean, you are looking at the star. There's something that just draws you in that makes you interested. And you are kind of excited about, you're kind of wondering what is on the other side of that. Do you see a couple of red flags? I mean, nothing major, a couple of little minor red flags. But overall, it's something that you sort of look past and have some fun with that. So, yeah, I mean, you're the hot mess. Well, maybe, right? Maybe a hot mess meets the hot mess. Star says you're going to pursue it anyway because it's just different. It's just fun. It seems like something fun. Like I said in a reading before, you are due for something that's just fun, something that's not heavy, something that's a change, something that's different. And I think that's sort of where you are headed with this particular hot mess. Again, really looking like an Aries energy, maybe a Gemini kind of thing, sort of really pent up Gemini, like a really, really ADHD Gemini maybe in there. Gustave Tarot, we will get you that immediately. In case you don't know what that is, it looks like that Gustave Dore Tarot. It is quite a substantial. It's quite a substantial deck. I mean, if you look at just the level of mastery with art and stuff, this is on a next level. Because I think those are etchings. Like the more I read about it, the more I think those are etchings. And the fact they did that many damn etchings in that short a period of time is insane. The level of etching, the level of detail in the etching as well. Like I could etch maybe like Snoopy or Peter from the Family Guy. Other than that, I mean, I'm not etching anything that's going to be worthwhile. So I mean, the level of mastery here is just unheard of. It is unheard of. All right, general for July. We can do that. Queen of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, Three of Swords. Oh, July. Missed love opportunity is your first big hint. Just missed love opportunity, right? It feels like there was a lot of hope, a lot of excitement, a lot of feels for a particular person. It feels like this should have gone so well. This really should have expanded something. This really should have grown into something. This really should have opened some doors. It just did. Three of Swords feels like a wasted love potential there. I do think that you meet somebody interesting, basically, and it's like a what if scenario. It's like, man, that really would have been good, but you just don't really get the opportunity. Something is in the way, something is holding you back from jumping in with both feet to this. A 3 of Swords and a 9 of Wands. It just feels like a little bit of a missed opportunity, but that's okay. Work-wise, you just continue to work. You just continue to be there. You continue to work. As always, there's always some damn changes at your work. You got the Queen to the 8 of Pentacles. It's like maybe we're moved to here, maybe we're moved to there, but you definitely still have some good opportunities, some fine-looking things that you can chase and you can go forward and get done in there. Oh man, you're just unappreciated in July too. That seems to be one of the things, right? Tiara, thank you for your donation. But yeah, that 8 of Pentacles with a Queen next to a 9, you're just kind of unappreciated at work. I think you're kind of at that level, but July, you just kind of start feeling it. You're like, look, I'm doing all of this crap. I really feel unappreciated. You're actually going to say that in July, is what I'm saying. You actually, literally, that will come out of your mouth in July, in my opinion, of course. Entertainment purposes only. Never assume frustration based on a fat man reading your cards on the internet. Does me and C have any romantic future? Care, don't care. Oh, man. We got some romantic future. Oh, we got to do it. We got to do it. Can we do the Feline Tarot again? I love this deck so much. I get all excited. I get like the chills. Well, not literally. I think I got the chills from my head cold, but I got the, I just get all excited with that. By the way, Julie, I did not forget about you. Julie on a PayPal. I appreciate you. And you are actually next, Julie. Thank you again for your donation. I appreciate that. Julie double donated. Julie's got the double shot on PayPal. Julie's going ham over there. Julie is going straight ham on the PayPal button. All right. Thank you so much, Julie. You are in the queue. You're next. We'll do both of yours and make it happen. Do me and see have any romantic future? Oh, man. Man, the 7 of Pentacles, strength, and the 3 of Pentacles. Oh, it just feels like a dead end. It just feels like a dead end. You've had some challenging readings on Sia from day one. Just day one, you've had some challenging readings on Sia. I'm not going to lie. So I'm not going to say that like this is something that's definitely there, something that you need, something that's going to work out, something to be beautiful as it gets started. I mean, ultimately, you could have some sort of a connection if you really want to open that door, but it's just staled out. It's stale. It's like a carton of milk that's been on the counter for like 3 weeks, right? You don't get that carton of milk and start drinking it. You just don't. You just don't. So I'm sorry. Sia is the carton of milk that's been on the counter for 3 weeks. 3 of Pentacles. How much effort are you willing to put in this if it happened? Strength. It seems like they got their own thing going on over there. 7 of Pentacles. Seems like they got their own goals, their own aspirations on there. It just looks like soured milk. It just does it. Ling, I do have doggy decks. I have the Barcana. I think it's a Barcana deck. I don't know. I've got 2 more doggy decks on the way, but I do have a doggy deck right now, and it is a good one. It's hard to do a doggy deck proper. It really is. But this one is right on the money as far as I'm concerned. I'm just right there. Julie has a couple of readings on the PayPal, burning up the credit card up in here is what I'm talking about. Julie wants to know 2 things. Stay in state and or move back to I guess Michigan. Move back to Michigan, Maine. I don't know. Current overview, current relationship. Okay, love with Jay. Okay, let's look at this double shot donation right now. Let's break it out. We're gonna get the deck that y'all have been waiting for, because I know y'all been waiting for the Little Wizard. The Little Wizard deck has a history on the channel of being one of the best decks here. Just one of the best decks. One of the best decks that we have, right? I love the pun. Yeah, Barcana maybe. My tarot claws still haven't shipped. It's been 1.5 years, and I still don't have it. I know they're shipping because I wrote the dude. I was like, bro, I ordered 5 of these things. I spent like $150 on them, and I don't got squat for 1.5 years. I hate Kickstarter, man. I hate Kickstarter. When you see it, you'll be like, oh my, that is a beautiful ass tarot cloth. I mean, I'm going to go out on a limb. All right, this is the boldest statement I've ever made on the channel. The tarot claws that I'm getting are better than Ciro Marchetti's cloths. They're better than Ciro Marchetti's claws. In fact, they're more colorful, they're more vibrant, they look amazing. The scenes on them are just mesmerizing. It's better than a Ciro Marchetti cloth. And it was half the price. So, yeah, I mean, that's a bold statement because all of y'all are like, oh, my, that's got to be some. And I know I'm hyping a little bit too much, but it's been a year and a half. Maybe it's in my imagination. But when you see it, you can be the judge, right? You can be the judge. All right, the first question is, should I stay in this state that I'm at, or should I move to M out of Michigan, Maine, Maryland? I don't know. Should I move or should I stay? Pretty simple, right? Page of Pentacles kind of says stay. The Tower says there's no good decision here. There's no good decision. It just feels like that there's a missed opportunity here. It's like you should have left already, or you should have sold already, or you should have moved already. Your window's closed. Is it right? The window is closed, but I think that's where you're kind of at, right? That Nine of Wands. I think this was a good idea a few months ago. I do. I really do. That Knight of Pentacles says that it would have been really good back then, but it just feels like the window is a little bit closed. The Tower moment has occurred. You're not sort of in the mode where you can move, or it's going to be good for you to move. Overall, I would stay where you're at. Now, let me make it clear. Boo-boo, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Let me make it crystal clear. January, February, it's time to move. All right, going out on a limb, but I'm letting you know now, Julie. January, February, it's time to go. Now, no, you need to hang on. You need to hang on for dear life as you're there, right? It is not time. It is not time. But should you have left back in February, March? Absolutely yes. Just plain old yes. I think that's pretty substantial hint there. But yeah, as always, we're going way out on a limb. R. Isaacs, oh Jesus, it's been a minute. How you doing? Good to see you. How are you doing, R. Isaacs? We got Boo Boo up in the house. We got R. Isaacs. We got Royce. What is going on, Royce? I hope your marriage is not over indeed. All right. Current overview of the current relationship with Jay. Is there some future with the Jay? I think so. I mean, Jay is Jay. They're not going to be anything better. They're not going to magically transform themselves. Okay. They're just going to be the way they are. And clearly, you're not 100% content with how they are. So you have a Page of Wands. Do they make mistakes? Absolutely. Are they a little bit incompetent sometimes? Are they sort of fumbling around like they're a fish out of water? Boo-boo, thank you for your donation. Four of Swords says, I would just stick with it, okay? This is something that does get a little bit better. There is a potential future, but it looks kind of weak. I mean, it just looks kind of weak with that. Seven of Wands is an interesting card there. I mean, again, you have thoughts, not all the time, but you have thoughts occasionally of, I need to get the hell out of here. I just need to get the hell out of here. So there is a potential future in this, absolutely. Is it going to be perfect in every way? No. I mean, just no. That is not going to be. That's not going to be there. So yeah, it's the way it is. It's the way it is. By the way, I do have the sniffles, in case you just wondered about that. I am not pregnant. Hold on, let me show it again. I swear to you, I am not pregnant. I am not pregnant with COVID. I got the one line. I don't got the 2, 3, 8 lines. I got the one. Oh, by the way, since you're here, since y'all's here, look at what I got. Look at what I got. I am making a new painting, my friends. Here's my new painting. It is 80% done. She's missing the back of her head. So it kind of looks like the Cosmo Tarot at this point. She's missing the back of her head, but look at that crispy detail. Look at that. I mean, I painted that. Look at that crispy detail on that. Like, hold on, we'll zoom in. Look at the crispy detail right there. We got some nice detail over here. We got hand detail. We got facial detail. We got some crispy detail over here. I mean, that's not looking bad. So I think I'm going to be done with it over the weekend, and then I'm going to move on to the next project. But I'm really in love with this. So this is from somebody else. It's a painting that somebody else did, but I got excited when I saw it was on a cruise, right? It was on a cruise, and they wanted me to pay $3,500 for the painting. I was like, no, I'm just going to replicate it. I'll take a picture and I'll replicate it. So the guy comes over, right? He's the art guy on the cruise. He's like, do you want to buy this painting, sir? And like, no, I'm getting some pictures. I'm just going to replicate it when I get home. And he like starts laughing. And Christina looks at him and goes, dude, he is going to replicate that exactly when he gets home. And then his face kind of dropped a little bit. So Christina backed me up on that. She's like, you need to stop laughing because he's going to replicate that exactly like it looks. So, Christina knows. Christina knows. So, that is all sorts of copyright infringement, I got to say now. But since it never leaves my house, there's not really any reason to sue. I'm just saying. Anyway, I just want it for my own personal, practice. Anyway, David Leo's feelings, thoughts towards Joy, me, and the Virgo. Let's find out what's going on. Let's get a little bit of an animal deck out here for this. I like it. Boo Boo, thank you again for your other donation. I appreciate you. By the way, we just did all of the PayPal reads, and now we're back to the super chats. Because we do that on the super chats. Yeah, if you're not a member of my Instagram, thank you, R. Isaacs, for the compliment. I greatly appreciate you. Here is my Instagram right down here. If you want to join that and see all my fancy paintings, then you can do that. Normally you're thinking, ooh, he's going to have tarot content on Instagram. No, I do not have any tarot content on that. I don't have any tarot content on Instagram. That's my bad. That's probably why nobody ever invites me to the tarot conferences. And he's like, all he does is paint. So I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But no, you don't see any tarot content on Instagram. But anyway, Leo's feelings towards me, see what's going on. Nine of Pentacles, Four of Swords, and the King of Swords. It just feels like that there's a lack of good communication here. If there could be some communication, if there should be some communication, then they're going to be pretty good with that. It feels like you need communication for this to work. It really does. It feels like you need some communication for this to work. Knight of Pentacles is there too. It just feels like that there's some potential. There's some excitement here, but again, it's just killed by the communication. It's killed by the distance. It's just not there where you need it to be. Overall, the King of Swords just feels like that if the Leo was here, they would very much be kind of in a demanding state or have some things that they need rather than worrying about your feelings, at least at this point, And that is, that's just the way it is. Anyway, Jasmine is next. Got the double shot tonight. Jasmine's going nuts over there. Love and career reading and career. We'll do that. Indeed. Let's do a double shot with the Jasmine by using a double shot deck. Oh man. By the way, I know everybody's kind of curious about the woodworking project because you know that I went to the woodworking guy and I had to make a couple of projects, right? I had to make an art holder, and then I had to make an easel, okay, a table easel. So now that me and the woodworking guy, we've had a couple of dates, right? You can't just throw a tarot tower at the first date. You gotta warm them up a little bit, right? Get him some wine, maybe some dinner. Okay, so he's done 2 projects for me right now. So now I said I wanted to do a tarot tower, and I didn't say tarot tower. I said a card display case, okay? And he was like, ooh, I'll do it. And so he goes, do you have a picture? So I gave him the specs. He goes, do you have a picture? So I gave him this picture of the tarot tower. Anyway, I think his wife freaked out and goes, oh my God, Bob, those are tarot cards or something like that, because he's ghosting me. I think he broke up with me. I think he's ghosting me. We had 2 good dates. That's unfair. That's unfair. I need a tarot tower in wood. And I don't have any equipment to do all that crap. So I need somebody to make me a tarot tower in wood. And I had 2 good dates with this guy, and now he broke up with me. So, I'm going to continue I'm going to continue to try and see if he'll make the tarot tower, because I called it a card display case. I didn't say tarot because I don't know. Some people freak out. But anyway, yeah, I think his wife saw it or something, and she's not very happy. And yeah, he's ghosting me right now. So hopefully, maybe he's just busy. I'm going through all the excuses of like a heartbroken date or something, right? Maybe he's busy. Yeah, he's busy. That's it. So maybe he's busy. Maybe he doesn't have time for me or something like that. But yeah, he's not responding. So hopefully he'll respond and we get a tarot out of there. So, I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, love reading, career reading. Let's go. Let's see what's going on. Knight of Cups, man. Love reading is good for you tonight. Knight of Cups is excitement. Knight of Cups looks like love. Looks like some good stuff hanging out there, especially with like a Ten of Swords and a Page of Swords. Getting rid of the excess junk. I think that's where you're at. Jasmine, I don't know you. I think that's where you're at. You're just ready to get rid of the wasted time. You get ready to get rid of the junk. And I just think that that's where you're at. The Knight of Cups says you have an opportunity in there. This is an opportunity where you can loosen some bonds that are holding you back a little bit, or sort of at least move forward with some good things, right? So the waves crashing in brings in new things. It's not a permanent termination of anything. Knight of Cups talks about romance, talks about quite a good possibility to make that happen. Page of Swords, though, it says that there is a level of this connection is just not there. Like you have to work at the connection a little harder than you would like to, but that's it. That is it. You play with your intuition. I feel like a card game, you play with your intuition. Exactly. He's afraid of bad juju. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, but I'm getting emotional. I mean, I had 2 good dates with this guy. Why can't he go out on a 3rd date with me? I mean, we could have did the tarot tower. Life could have been beautiful. Maybe he's busy. Maybe he's just busy. He hasn't contacted me in like a week. He's probably just busy. I probably shouldn't be panicked or anything like that. So I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with that. Anyway, let's get a career reading up in here for Jasmine. You got a Justice, King of Cups, and a Knight of Pentacles. This is a matter of keep doing what you're doing. It just feels like this is something you need to keep doing what you are doing. Justice says you're in a balanced state with career. You have the opportunities coming up. You have the opportunities in there that you need to go ahead to make this happen, to get all the good stuff. King of Cups says the opportunities are going to be a little bit emotional. I really think the career is going to be halted by the amount of time you have to drive. Gas money is just going to kill you. Gas money is just going to kill you. Do you have opportunities maybe that could be there? Yes, but gas money, it just feels like it's really holding you back with some of these. Knight of Pentacles, right? Just finding the right thing, finding the ultimate thing is difficult at times, but I think you're able to do it overall. Just keep doing what you're doing. It seems like it's working. Gas price is just killing you right now because maybe the commute is more because of, kind of going where I need to go. It just takes a little bit more money than I had originally inspected. How is the queue right now? We only got 10, which is pretty good. We have 31 donations, by the way, and we are here. Jasmine just finished up. We got Ling, Lonnie, YouTube user. We got some Julie, Jay, couple of tiaras, and a couple of boo-boos. It's pretty clean. It's only 10. I'm going to drink some water because I'm got a head cold. I'm not pregnant with COVID, I swear. I'm testing daily to make sure so I don't have to isolate or quarantine or whatever like that. Oh man, that woodworking guy would really be upset if I had COVID. I'd be like, I need a tarot tower, and by the way, I have COVID. He'd be like, oh my God. He'd never talk to me again. Like never. Like the rest of my life. Like hit ignore and stuff like that. Oh man, it is time for Ling. Ling is correct. Ling is correct. All right, we need some teddies. Ling knows the good tarot decks. Ling doesn't play around. Ling's like straight for the jugular. Straight for the jugular. The best tarot decks you have. You should drink honey lemon. I do have some orange juice in there. I usually don't drink sugary drinks, but I wanted the vitamin C and whatnot, so I bought me some orange juice, and it is quite tasty. I'm telling you now, oh, it is quite tasty. I love orange juice. I haven't had any sugary drinks in so long. I'm like, this is delish. It's like 800 calories for the container. I probably drank like half of it. That's my bad. That's my bad. You shouldn't drink your calorie. You know, what do you want me to do? I'm sick. I'm going to spoil myself a little bit. Boo Boo, thank you for your third donation. Boo Boo is rocking it tonight. I appreciate that. Ling says, look, S's current feelings. We exchanged a couple of messages. Crystal's and Pain's coming in at the end here. Crystal, thank you so much. Temperance. Oh, Jesus. Knight of Cups. Basically, they need to process what you said. The conversation needs to be processed, right? What does that mean? What does that mean? Sometimes you just don't have an immediate reaction to something, or your immediate reaction is just not something you want to say, or it's like at work, right? Never type when you're angry at work, because you're going to send something, you're going to have to do damage control for like the next week. You just don't want to do this. You don't want to do this. So this is something where you just have to think about it. You got to process the messages, all right? You got to process it a little bit. Julie, thank you for your third donation over PayPal. Julie's working it tonight. Julie, you are my hero. But yeah, I mean, that is, you know, it's something that just needs to get processed, needs to get ruminated over, and do all. It's unexpected. It's a little bit unexpected. So that's what you kind of look at. Overall, will it work out? Will it work out? I think so. I think so. Ling, it's not going to work out maybe 100%. You know what I'm saying? But the temperance card, it's something that they really didn't think they would get emotional about. So one of the meaning of the temperance card in this context, it's something, you know, it's something that they just didn't think would affect them, but it actually did. It actually did. So they're thinking about it, they're ruminating over it. Does it work out to your advantage in the meantime? I really think so, right? I really think so, in my opinion. Just my opinion. By the way, this is the teddy bear Tara. You know you love this thing. You know, all of y'all know. Y'all know. I should do the little avatar again. Should do the little avatar again. Got a coffee date tomorrow. That's what I'm talking about, Lonnie. Lonnie knows dating. What you don't hear, when I used to date, I'd make all sorts of mistakes. I'd take somebody to Six Flags, like a theme park, you know what I'm saying? And when you're at Six Flags, you're there for like 8 hours. I mean, you're there for like 5 hours, 8 hours. And the date that I took, I immediately hated them within about 30 minutes. And I was like, this is the last time I do this, okay? Lonnie understands how to do dating. You do coffee date, you get in, you get out, you figure out if somebody that you like, right? Because meeting somebody is kind of the only way. It is kind of the only way that you really kind of, because you can do long distance relationship for like years, and then you see them, you're like, I don't think so. So you got to meet them. And coffee date, it's quick. It's inexpensive. You immediately get the results that you want, and you get out of there. So I'm just saying, Lonnie knows. Lonnie knows the details of dating. Lonnie, you are. I mean, I knew you were smart, but you are smart in every realm, apparently. All right, got a coffee day tomorrow. Probably too hot for me. Wait a minute. Too hot for me. Any potential? You mean like the heat, or you mean this person's like really hot? You mean they're out of your league kind of hot, or you mean it's like 102 in Texas kind of hot? I mean, I gotta know. I gotta know what's going on with that. Oh, Jesus. 5 of Cups. What? Sire of Cups? 5 of Pentacles? And the 9. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be a dead end. It's going to be, and you're wise to do the coffee date. This is going to be a dead end. I'd go ahead and get the small coffee, if you know what I'm saying. I wouldn't get the venti coffee. I get the small, okay? I wouldn't go grande. I get the small coffee because you're not going to be there very long. 5 of Cups warming this whole coffee date thing out. just feels like this is something that's disappointing. It really does. It's like we disappointing at a distance. It's like you can see it's disappointing. There. Oh, he's super hot. Oh, okay. So he got a little heat. Got a little heat going on. It feels like they're kind of shallow. It feels like they're just not. I mean, I'm getting challenging cards here. And Lonnie, if he's super hot, I want a great reading for you. The tarot just kind of crapped all over me. It just, lifted one leg and took a pee on this cloth. You got the. This is somebody who is good at the game. They're good at talking. But yeah, is it going to go anywhere? You got a 5 of Pentacles and a 5 of Cups. It just feels like it is a game. It feels like what you're being seen, what you're seeing, what you're being presented is just not something that ultimately you would like. You just got bad cards. You got lots and lots of bad cards in this particular read. I would go ahead and get the small coffee and, just enjoy it while you're there. Just, take off your shoes and enjoy it a little bit and maybe take some pictures of him or something. I mean, if he's super hot, there's a V. V, your birthday is tomorrow. Ooh, V, your birthday is tomorrow. Well, happy early birthday. Happy early birthday, V. Come back, V. We got you an early birthday surprise. YouTube user only has one more question. That's shocking. YouTube user usually has like 9 questions up in the queue. We got Julie. I did not forget about you, Julie. You are after Tiara. We got the Tiara double shot up in here tonight. Back onto the PayPal with Julie. I mean, that is going to be the way it is. Will I find work before December? So start hunting in October. Oh man, the thing about finding work in the later part of the year is nobody's hiring. Everybody's out of money. I mean, YouTube user, I'm sorry, most people are out of money by the end of the year. Most people burn through their budget. They don't really have anything else, and they're just, it's hard to get a job. People are on holidays for for holidays, no matter what holiday it is. There seems to always be holidays at the end of the year for literally everybody. But I mean, that is it. That is it indeed. It just feels like that's going to be kind of challenging for it. Now, let's see what we do have with cards. Cards kind of backing me up here. We are missing kind of a 5 of Pentacles feel. Overall strength says finding something that matches you that late in the year is a little bit more difficult. The Devil, it feels like you're working. You're putting a lot of effort into this. You're just not getting a lot of results in it. Page of Swords, you're communicating out, but nobody's communicating back in. The best time to look for a job is June, by far. If you go through employment records, kind of the database, employee database records or what have you, probably 70% of people are hired like in June, July, summertime. Summertime is when you have your budget, right? We have a carton of money that we got in April, May. We need to spend it. We pick up people in June. We put the requisitions out in May. Pick them up in June, and we want to get some projects out by the end of the year. So if you're looking for the best time to get hired, it is by far this summer. The Devil feels like we are working to not much success due to the timing. Page of Swords says, the later we wait. If you can get started a little early, maybe September-ish, but if you wait till late October and now you're in November, I mean, November has 2 federal holidays, December has 1 federal holiday, and a lot of people will save up their vacation and just go away for the entire month, right? They'll be gone a whole November or the whole December. So just be aware of that, just from me being in corporations for 30 freaking years. Anyway, I was to start a leadership meeting in Phoenix this week. Nice. What are the leaders at the meeting? Home directors, VPs. What do they all think about the Julie? Are they impressed with Julie? I mean, I'm impressed with Julie. They should be. Let's go get us a deck that is impressive as well. If we're going to make a presentation, we're going to get good. I mean, you are looking at, oh man, what are we? We're going to go with this one. We're going to go with this. This is a clean, nice deck. This is like the orange juice, basically. This is the orange juice of tarot decks, right? I talked about like I could drink that whole damn carton of orange juice, no problem. But yeah, it's 800 calories. Let's not do that. But yeah, I'm drinking orange juice now because I got a little bit of a head cold. I already showed you I'm not COVID pregnant. But yeah. Anyway, a leadership in Phoenix this week. What did they think of the Julie? Oh Jesus, they want you to come back. Look at this. They want you to come back. These are people that were impressed enough with you that they want to have you back. Will they pay it? Maybe. I mean, maybe they will pay to get you back there, to get you sort of back in the open, get you back up there. I think that they did have some good impressions. They did have some good things that they liked about what you were doing, how you were doing it. And overall, it's like, I mean, it's just rocking. It's just rocking. Seven of Swords. I need Julie to come back. That is big, right? Judgment, the new birth, the new opportunity. Sarah, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. But yeah, the Eight of Wands and the Ace of Cups. You need to follow up with some of these managers. All right. You need to follow up with the directors, with the VPs and all this other stuff. Somebody's ringing my doorbell. Hang on. Let me mute and see who's at my doorbell. Who is that? Who in the world is that? I have no idea who it is. Is that somebody selling me something? Why do you ring somebody's doorbell and then sit on your phone? I don't understand. Why would you ring somebody's doorbell and then sit on your phone? I need to look at my phone. And while I'm waiting at the doorbell, okay, let me look to see if they're answering the door. They're not going to answer the door. Let me play on my phone some more. I have no idea who this is, and I'm not answering the doorbell with that. Not going to happen. No, I'm sorry. I'm not going to answer the doorbell. All right. Let's see. I mean, if you ring the doorbell, like if I open the door, are they still going to stay on their phone? I mean, is this a valid question? Like if I open the door, they sit there with their phone, they'll be like, I'm going to sit here and play on my phone. I'm going to play on my phone. I don't know. Anyway, they want you back. Okay. That looks like a Pokemon train. Oh man, that's brutal. Andrew literally wins the internet right now. Andrew literally wins the internet for making me laugh while I'm sick. And Andrew, cheers to you, my friend. Cheers to you. Maybe a crush. She looks 13. I don't really think so. That is really creepy. Pizza. She's not holding a pizza. She's holding her phone. Okay, back to the reads. Julie, I recommend you follow up. Okay, you know about networking. You're good at your business. You're good at networking. You're good at what you do. I think that you should follow up with these people and keep on their mind because they like you. They want you to come back. So you need to follow up with them. Make sure you keep in contact because these are some good networking opportunities, good networking people that you can maybe rely on later, that you can start kind of a, sort of a connection with and make that happen. But yeah, I think that is good. Overall, they liked you. I would keep up with that right there. Okay, let me show you. Ace of Cups. It's a new connection that you need to look forward to and you need to use for your advantage, right? For your advantage. It looks like a Pokemon. That is the best. 8-year-old son, a salesman through the window. We aren't interested. Dude gave me a thumbs up and left. Okay. I don't know. That person looked 8. That person looked maybe 13. They could probably hear me talking. They're probably on their phone like, oh, dude, I'm at this fat man's house right now. He's not answering the door, but he's shit talking me right now. Can you believe this? Can you believe this, Lucy? Just like he's topping on the phone like, I mean, I'm just saying. Anyway, J Mad, what should I focus on my energy during July? That is a good question. You should focus your energy on Pokemon trainers at your front door. Pokemon trainers at your front door. I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, is it going to be a Pokemon trainer that you get at the beginning of the game? Or is it like one of the later ones where you get your butt handed to you or something? Well, no, it's not the later ones. The later ones you meet in like a big gymnasium. So it's got to be one of the newbie ones, right? Okay, Andrew, if they ring the doorbell again, should I go get a Pokemon ball, open the door, and throw it at them? All right? I should film this if I do it. All right, it'll vote in chat. If they ring the doorbell again, should I get a Pokemon ball, open the door, and throw it at them? Let me know. Let me know. All right, selling Girl Scouts cookies. Oh man, I'm fat enough. I don't need Girl Scout cookies. No, I'm not eating Girl Scout cookies. I'll pass on the diabetes. The diabetes is not my spirit animal. Anyway, sure should I focus my energy on during July. King of Wands, Six of Cups, Knight of Swords, and the Four of Wands. I would really focus on meditation. It feels like meditation, your energies, and you know, sort of meditation, your energies, getting in line, living in the moment, and reducing the talk or reducing the noise that's in your head. King of Wands says it is time to do some things, but it could maybe just not be something physical. It could be something mental. It could be spiritual with that. The Six of Cups is sort of a find our guides, get in tune to our guides, sort of understand, you know, where our guides are, what they're saying, see if we have any new guides, sort of get a good connection with them. Knight of Swords does say you do need to get on track with this energy. And the Four of Wands meditation is so key here, right? So key here. I think the Four of Wands, you're talking about connecting. You're talking about just doing things that connects you to more of your inner self, or sort of more of, you know, where you're at in life, or where you're at with energy, stuff like that. So basically focus on that. Meditation, that crap will change your life. Like, meditation's no joke at all. Do you have a Pokemon ball? I do have a Pokemon ball that came with one of my Pokemon games. So it did come with a Pokemon ball as a controller. So you get the Pokemon ball and you do like this with the controller. It was, oh Jesus, somebody help me. Anyway, so I do have a Pokemon ball controller. I could throw that out there and see what comes out of it, and then see if she's going to see if is she still there? We gotta check if she's still there or not. If she's still there, that's just creepy as hell. That's really creepy. That's super duper creepy. Let's look and see if the doorbell. See if she's still there. Let me look. Can I load the doorbell? What's going on? The doorbell is not loading. I don't know what's going on. Oh man, she's not there anymore. She has left. I know. Yes, I need to bring my trash containers in. Don't start with me, y'all. I know y'all. Anyway, Tiara got a couple double shots. Julie, you're after Tiara. Did not forget about you. I promise you. I did not forget. I like the little bug oracle. I'll be honest. I'm kind of burned out on those decks. I got the monsters tarot, and I got the Cosmo Beings tarot. I'm kind of done. I think I'm kind of done. There's other decks, right? All right, we got the Tiara double shot out there. I mean, I don't know. It looks like the Pokemon trainer left. So I don't know what they wanted. I don't think they left a note on the door. If they did, I don't think they left a Pokeball. But yeah. Anyway, Tiara wants to know, should I go with Chuck to Hardidsburg? Maybe. Is Chuck gonna be there? Is Chuck gonna be there waiting for you? Is Chuck gonna? Nothing's coming with my intuition. Nothing at all is coming in my intuition. That's when we read cards, right? Three of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, and the Three of Pentacles. It really looks like a yes. I'm gonna go with a thumbs up here. We're doing a thumbs up. I do think that this is something you should do. That is going to be easy. Thumbs up. Three of Wands. It's a good plan. It's a good trip. You know, it's sort of good doing that. Wheel of Fortune says it is a nice little thing. Doesn't that remind you like of a electronics piece? What is it? A resistor? I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, it does feel like this is something you should do, something you're going to enjoy. A Three of Pentacles, y'all get some good stuff done together. Ultimately, that is a yes. It's a pretty clean, pretty simple yes with that. Tiara also wants to know, will I sign a lease next month in Florida? Very nice indeed. I hope you do sign a lease. Man, rent went up. By the way, we're ending soon. We got to go see if she left a Pokeball at the front door. We need to examine the front door and see if she left a Pokeball. What deck is this? I'm glad you asked, because I have a little graphic for this deck. It is the White Fly. The white fly tarot, my friends. We need to use this more often because we do have a dedicated button for it. Six of Cups, Six of Swords, and the Sun. Oh, Jesus, that looks like a yes, too. You get a lot of yeses tonight. The Six of Cups is finding the environment, finding the right home, finding all the stuff that you kind of need, right? That's going to be a very poignant thing here. Six of Swords does say making the journey, just sort of making the journey out there, getting it done. And the Sun says this is an opportunity that you want. It's nice. It is a nice thing. Ultimately, I say, yes, you do get the signed lease. Man, rent went up. So there's Sarah, you can change your question. Let me know what's going on. Let me know what kind of question you want. That rent went up. An apartment that I rented in 2020, it was $1,300. It is $2,100 right now. It is $2,100 in 2 years. Now, I can appreciate a little bit of a price increase. That's natural. That's natural. But it doubled in price. That's bananas. That's bananas. Now, Julie, I promised you. I did. And I always keep my promises. If it's throwing a Pokeball at somebody ringing my doorbell, if it's making this. All right. Julie has a very long question. Jay recently told me he's feeling checked out from, oh, Jesus. Jay is checked out. That's not good. Okay, the question is, I recently told me, Jay, that he's feeling checked out from a relationship and does not feel sexual feelings for me. Oh, Jesus, for some time now. But he was very upset telling me this. Any info on his feelings? Any info on his feelings? So he cut off sex completely with a woman? Is that a thing? Is that, people do that? Man, let me, I got to kind of recover from that. Julie, let me see. So he says he's feeling checked out from the relationship, does not feel any sexual feelings for you. Oh, Jesus, this could go wild. This could go wild and wacky. More wild and wacky than a Pokemon trainer. King of Pentacles, Four of Swords, Princess of Cups, and the Six of Cups. Oh, Julie, I'm telling you now, I think that he's interested in somebody else. I just think that he's interested in somebody else. I'm going to say that now. You got the Six of Cups, another opportunity, another kind of thing going on. Princess of Cups, I am indeed checked out emotionally. I'm just not here anymore. I'm not sort of on that. Four of Swords, I want to take a delay. I want to take a break from the relationship. And the King of Pentacles, right? You got a naked body here. You got another naked body. You got another naked body right there. Why would you want another naked body? So it feels like that they're checked out because they're interested in somebody else, is what I'm saying. They're interested in somebody else. Ling, have a good evening. Andrew already left. Good night, Andrew. Yeah, I think that they are interested in somebody else. A little bit of somebody else. He needs to go see the doctor. It doesn't sound like he doesn't want to have sex with anybody. He says he does not feel sexual feelings for her for some time now. He doesn't want to have sex with her for some time now. Anyway, he's very upset telling me about this. I mean, maybe it is. So it's not like he can't have sex. He just doesn't want to have sex with her. So that feels rough. That feels rough indeed. Well, first off, I'm sorry to hear it. Secondly, I think he found an alternate. I think he found a pinch hitter. Well, that sounds bad, but you know what I mean. Anyway, Boo Boo wants lots of thought. We can do that. We're gonna make Boo Boo happy tonight with a lot of thought. Well, maybe not make Boo Boo happy, but at least get Boo Boo some hella accurate readings, right? Some hella accurate readings. What I'm saying, weekend reading for Boo Boo. We got a week-long trip coming up, and we want to know how it's going. And boy, do I need a drink of water. Let's find out what's going on with that. Ooh, water. Man, I want some orange juice before I leave. I want some orange juice and a banana. That's what we have for dinner, orange juice and a banana. Weekend reading. too much crap going on this weekend. It just feels like there's too much stuff going on this weekend. A lot of things. A lot of people want this. A lot of people want that. Somebody's actually either panicked or a little bit of a micromanagement going on with this trip. Like right here, right? You're sort of controlling you, a little micromanagement, and it just feels like that, that's the way it goes. Ultimately, you're going to have to balance things out. Basically, there's some people excited about the trip, maybe some people panicked about the trip. It just feels like that there's something going on with the trip that's affecting other people, and other people have an opinion. They want to voice that out there. Ultimately, you do have some strong opinions on the trip as well. How will it go? Well, basically, you're asking me a weekend reading. The next one's how will it go? But the weekend reading just says it's sort of occupied with this, with packing, with doing this, doing that. Feels like it's a very busy weekend. It feels like the weekend just goes away. It just goes away, and you're like, where did my weekend go? Because that is sort of how your weekend is going to be. It is how your weekend is going to be. Oh man, scratch off. I would not. Okay, boo-boo, here's what I'm telling you to do. When you get to your destination, you need to play scratch offs a little bit. Don't go full ham. Don't go full ham. Play some little bit of a scratch offs. You're in this new location. It feels like the energy in this new location is something that you can use, is something that is going to benefit you overall. I just feel like that. Anyway, now let's talk about the road trip. Very busy weekend. Avoid the scratch offs locally. The destination on your trip feels like that is going to be the place to get a couple of scratch offs with that. Win a little bit of fat cash with that. Oh man, this trip does not go as expected. This is a little bit of a challenging trip. I mean, you want the thought, you get the thought. You got the tower, you got ruin. It really feels like that this trip does not go how you planned. It does not go how it is expected. Be prepared to think on your feet. Be prepared to sort of wing it, sort of figure out where you're going to go, figure out how things are going to work, because there is a level of challenge indeed with this trip that you're going to have to sort of accept. Either somebody's not happy or just overall sort of the contentment with the trip is just not there. So the road trip looks like it's okay. It looks like it's clean. It just feels like other people are, just sort of just ruin. It just feels like things are just not going to go as planned. So be prepared to switch up the plans, sort of make new plans, be prepared to sort of wing it. I think winging it is going to be your biggest concentration right here, in my opinion. And the last boo-boo read, what? R wants me, should I go? IL, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. R wants to see me. Should I go? And is that wise? Ooh, that is interesting indeed. By the way, IL will be the last reading of the night. I am going to go eat a banana and have some OJ because I'm sick, so I get to treat myself with a little bit of orange juice. And it is delish, like my whole mouth lights up. Leave it to me to eat only salads and kale, and then I do a little cheat, and I get really excited. That's me. R wants me. Where should I go? Is that wise? If you're looking for something temporary, something fun, I think it's okay. Is this something to where your life changes? Is this something to where some substantial happens? No, Six of Wands says go ahead, right? Go ahead and see what happens. There are a lot of different choices to be made here. It just feels like some of these are just not going to be, you got a little bit of a too much. I think R is going to load you up with a little bit of too much stuff. They're going to load you up with a lot of stuff you're not quite prepared for. It just feels like that what they're saying they want is not what they actually want. So be prepared for a little bit of manipulation here. Overall, if you're looking for something fun, some temporary, Six of Wands does say that's something you should do. Do not, and I mean do not expect anything dramatic, anything serious, anything big time happening from this. It is a temporary thing. It is something, a little bit of fun here and there, and that's the way it is. Crystal is next. How's AV doing? Crystal wanted a deck, but I have no idea what deck Crystal wanted. Let me go ahead and click the Crystals and Paint deck review. Is pretty funny. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Oh, you want the Victorian Romantic? We can do that. We can do that. Crystals and Paint. How's AV doing? A little Victorian Romantic. A little Victorian Romantic is going to be all right. It is going to be all right. R. Isaacs, thank you so much for the good wishes. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. And you have a fantastic Friday night. It is Friday night. We are feeling all right. How's AV doing? 9 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, and the 5 of Swords. They've been better. They've been better. It feels like they're just swimming, barely keeping their head above water. Is what it is, right? They're barely keeping their head above water. I think that's what you're at. 8 of Swords. Man, a lot of stuff I really wanted to focus on. How's AV doing? The situation's barely keeping their head above water. A lot of things I was focused on, a lot of things that I really was kind of interested in, a lot of things I was kind of pursuing. 9 of Pentacles, I got some of that, but it feels like there was a lot of extra stuff being dumped on me, a lot of extra stuff coming in. 5 of Swords feels like I'm isolated a little bit. Yeah, AV just feels, I don't know if it's a person or a thing. Either way, it feels like it's barely keeping alive. It's barely swimming, barely keeping the head above water. 5 of Swords feels like it's not going as it should be, but it's going, right? It's not going as it should be. I think that's the big takeaway. It's just not going the way that ultimately we would all like it to go, at least in my opinion. A Tarot of Oppositions, we can make that happen. Now, Sarah changed their question. Let's go to Sarah's question and find out what the new one is. The new one is, we'll find a new home in July. Let's see what's going on with the new home. Ideally, that would be optimal to find a new home. It is a bit on the expensive side right now, absolutely. But we want to see what's happening with that. Will I find a new home in July? Oh, Jesus. You told me Tarot of Oppositions, and I picked up the wrong one. Because I wasn't paying attention. Trying to, sometimes I say I'm sick. Can I blame it on my sick? Can I blame it on the fact that I had a Pokemon trainer at my door? Maybe. Anyway, well, I find a new home in July. Man, let's see if we can get that done. We can get that done. Oh, the Empress. Oh, that is encouraging. King of Swords. We do have an 8 of Wands of movement, making it happen. The 7 of Cups. I think you find the home that you want, but you don't pick it up. Now, this is complex. We're going to go over this a little. I think you find the home that you want, the Empress. I think you find a good home that you want. You find a home that you're excited about. You find a home that you really want to sort of get into, but it just feels like now is not the right time. You got a King of Swords, like the communication is not there. The communication is not where you want it to be. It's not the opportunity you need. 8 of Wands says you do a lot of work, a lot of movement on it, but overall, the 7 of Cups reverse says you're restricted from what you can get into or what you can find. And I think that's the big key takeaway is I find something nice, but I just can't close the deal, right? So that's kind of a long story short. I find something nice, but just can't close the deal for whatever reason. Maybe it's heavy competition. Maybe the price is just ridiculous. Maybe they just revoke the home for sale or something like that. It just feels like that this is not something that closes. Midnight Meditation. Hope you have a fantastic Friday night. Thank you for hanging out with me. We got 2 more readings and we are out of here. We got Lonnie. We got IL. Is a Gemini thinking about me? Is there any communication soon? Is there some focus? We got the Tarot of Oppositions out. We use this for the next couple of readings. Make it happen over here. See where that is going to go. Because Tarot of Opposition is a nice deck of cards. This has always been a beautiful deck of cards. Boo Boo, have a good evening as well. We're down to the last reading after this, and we are out of here. I'm going to eat a banana and drink some orange juice. Oh, any communication anything like that. I think I've said it before and I'll say it again. They're going to communicate with you, just not right now. It just feels like not right now. It's going to happen. A Page of Pentacles, it's just not the time to build something, not the time to sort of substantially get something going at this particular moment. You got the World reversed. Almost feels like there's not a lot of excitement for this. There is a level of dead end here, a level of discontinuity with that. Seven of Pentacles says, I mean, when the communication starts, it's going to be a step forward, but it's just not going to be right now. So getting the communication started, getting it moving, I think that's going to be important, but it just feels like it takes a little longer, a little slower than you would have expected with that. Two of Swords, just as the worlds are in different respects. The worlds are not balanced. The worlds are not in the mode where we are going to get anything substantial right now with that. IL is the last reading of the night. And how is H thinking of me? Does H like me? What's H doing with me? IL wants to know. We got a Queen of Swords, we got a Four of Pentacles, and an Ace of Swords. But the Ace of Swords is reversed. We're grabbing onto the dangerous end indeed. How's H thinking of me? They just think you're a little bit of a risk. They think you're a little bit of a danger zone, a little bit of a risk, not something that's going to be a huge opportunity, not something that's going to be sort of smooth. As what we have to grab the sword by the rough end and hope for the best as far as that goes. Absolutely. Four of Pentacles says they don't really understand what's going on. They don't really understand sort of the gravity or sort of the, where you're at, what you're doing kind of thing with that. Overall, the Queen of Swords, even reversed, is bad. It just says this is just H thinks of you is just not something that's going to be just pure. It's not something that's going to be 100%. They just feel a little bit of a risk, not something they want to engage in 100%. Four of Pentacles are holding back a little too much, maybe a little too much. Queen of Swords, overall, H seems to be a glass half empty kind of person. So sometimes you got to put up with that, right? Glass half empty kind of person, not going to be on the most positive side of something. You just kind of put up with how things go with that. And that is the readings for tonight. Thank you all for your generous donations tonight. Wow, I greatly appreciate you hanging out with Friday Night with me. Tomorrow, we will be giving away more stuff. I got a new deck of cards, giving it away. I don't know what it is, but be sure that you are subscribed so you see what it is, because that is going to be important. Make sure you're subscribed. You'll see it on my feed, the deck we're giving away tomorrow. And thank you for being here. We'll see you then.